Today we have Christian, the founder of Humblers Kindergarten. Christian, would you please introduce yourself and tell us maybe when the kindergarten was established?
All right. My name is Christian Nangolo. I was born in 1981 here in the capital city of India. This kindergarten is now running for 3 years. I started it in 2015 when I came looking for a place to stay this side for their house. It's where in by I also got that mind of wanting to bring up something that can be used by the community.
Okay. So what really inspired you to create something like such?
What inspired me is that I myself, through experience of life, is I grew up only with a mother because my father passed away in 1995, and then I myself couldn't get education because I only ended up in grade 9, and it's only according to circumstances that I couldn't go forward and complete my school. But then as I saw that, okay, after the struggle now to cut it short, I then thought of that, okay, me myself couldn't bring up something, but if I establish a place where we can also help people who are also going through the situation that I went through, one day they can become something. And if they become something in a community, they are very beneficial. It's how I now thought to bring up this subject.
Okay. I understand that most of the kids that you take here are orphans. So how does it normally work if, for example, if you find a kid in the street that needs a place to stay, do you just take them, or do you go through any paperwork, or how does it really work?
Yeah, okay. It's just as I said, I brought this just up by myself without any experience, and I never got studies of how to deal with kids, but the less of whatever I have inherited by seeing and experiencing of wherever I walk and see how people are taking care of the kids. I decided by myself that I'm gonna make one step ahead, and then wherein by I can be helped in, let me say, in terms of maybe getting training on how to deal with these kids as orphanages. Because like now, I choose many kids that I take care of. Yeah, some can't come at the center because of the facilities or rooms that I need for them. And as I also heard from the government, there are certain procedures that are to be followed for one to take them in. But then for real, my concern, as I'm saying, throughout each and every day when I walk, there is a lot of kids that are here in Namibia who are not going to kindergartens, they are not going to school, they are just at home at their mother's houses. That's now how wherein I got inspired to say, let me start off with this, because maybe one day this place is going to be big for them, and it's also going to be called home for them, because I want it to be a center for people who are in need at that certain moment. And then they are going to be trained for them to be successful in their lives, for them to be able to provide for themselves. And I also take it as a counseling center, because when we get these children in, we know they also go through different circumstances. It's where in by now I counsel them, ask them how's the situation, how do they live, and then it's from there where I currently, as I'm saying, I don't have any sponsors. I only do it by myself with my friends. So I've got some friends where in by if I see there's a situation, I go talk to one of my friends and say there's this situation, we need to give a hand on this one, and it's how now it's going, and I'm now still trying to do more than what you see here.
Okay. How many orphans do you have so far? Maybe center.
Yeah, okay, because in the center, nobody's allowed to sleep in the center. As the government also told me that there's some certain regulations that I have to go through, that I may be able to bring kids in. And now I only have 2 rooms, which is one room is where I sleep with my family, and then the room that I have now is only one single room wherein by if there's really a situation, because I don't only take orphanages such as young kids. I've got also people like the one, let me say, the man who draws for me cartoons on this kindergarten. It's a man that I also just found somewhere and he was homeless. But then at that moment when I gave him a hand. I didn't know that he's talented or he can draw. So I told him that no, I have a room, I can reserve it at my place. He can stay there with me and we can help each other wherever we can. At least for him maybe to go get me water for us to use for the toilets for the kids. But then when this man also came here, later he told me that he can draw and he started drawing for me things. So it's just that I don't have enough place. I don't have facilities or rooms for them, but my plan is that I want to have orphanage from young kids until older people who are really also still trying to get back onto their sense.
So what are some of the challenges that you face on a daily basis besides from not having enough facilities to accommodate all these kids?
Yeah, okay, challenges are there. It's water, like water we go, like now I only go take water with the small car that I have in cans, 25 liter cans, in the future I'm planning to have that, if you know those green big balls for which stays on farms. Those ones carries a lot of water. They can use that water at least for a month, but now I go like maybe after 3 or 4 days I have to go get water for them to use that water to eat and for us to clean the toilets. And then the challenges that I also have is that here where we are now, it's a new location, right? And many people don't understand, especially these things. There are a lot of questions. People always ask when you volunteer yourself for something, they will always ask themselves, okay, but why is he doing this? So sometimes there are speculations such of that you go and invite yourself, then that look, if you got kids and you don't have something to pay, they must come to school. Yeah, they can't sit there, they can come to school without paying. Yeah, but then the other challenges we have also, it's the working together in the community. Like I was expecting that if I bring up a center such as this one, we got students, we got people who are in fields who are working in different ministries, who have got different experiences. I was thinking of now working together for us to build up, just as I say, a productive community. Because when now the community itself, because I don't really get time to organize such as, let me say, maybe seminars where we can talk of what our plans are for the future for our kids and this. Those are the challenges that I have. So the people that are more interested in things that I do besides are people that I only found now, let me say in town, or maybe we meet somewhere at an event. Yeah, but then they also sometimes don't get time to come over here. Yeah, those are the challenges that I have. And on the government side, as I said, I started, as I said, 3 years, but then on the government side, really, I'm thinking of the big challenge that I have is with the government. Because when I started, I told them that I have a place, and then they are the ones who told me also on their side that, okay, they also have different things that they can help with, but then that didn't happen. And this is now for 3 years. Nobody came to visit this center. Yeah, but that didn't discourage me. As I'm saying, I'm still just looking forward to see this place as a dream of what I dream one day, which can accommodate, because I told you I want it to be a center where even women organizations can come and have their events, can come and talk whatever they have to talk about their lifestyle. Even the youth itself, when it's about study times, exam times, I'm preferring them to come in these classes, and then they also do their homework also at the center if they want to. But then the only thing is communication.
And the teachers that are currently working at the center, are they on voluntary basis or they actually have a wage that they get?
Yeah, okay, now what I did is I myself, okay, especially the one that I'm with now, I told the less of course we got some parents who always volunteer, who are able to pay. There's a certain amount that a less amount that they pay for their kids. Yeah, the ones that feel that their kids are not orphans. And so I have now decided that the money that comes out of those kids, because them are less who pays, that's the money that goes to the teacher. Yeah, and for me, as I'm driving taxi, yeah, it's with a, that's my standby of that if there's no child that is paid here in school, then I myself will get money out of my pocket to give it to the teacher. So long as she is she's teaching the kids.
I understand when I was here last time, there were 2 kids that were left by their mother. So how are they doing so far, and how do you manage to take care of those kids? Since I understand that they don't even have clothes, they actually walk around with wrapped clothes around them.
Oh yeah, it's those kids. It's Jessica. Okay, the other one is Desiree. I have known them since I came in this location, and it's also them that drove me so much first for me to start to have some programs whereby I call my friends for us to make soap kitchens for them also to survive. And for them also, what I've been doing is that those 2 kids, since I put up that kitchen, mostly they are the ones who are catered in that kitchen. Because when they come to school, they don't come with food. They get, now they come and eat in this place. I used to buy them food that they take home, but then what happens sometimes is that they come with reports that no, their food is eaten up. And there's time that we also used to give them clothes, but then you will find them that their clothes were exchanged. Yeah, these kids were left by their mother. First time the mother left them, almost for a year. And then we've been looking over them, just monitoring them, but we couldn't take them in the center because we didn't have papers. But I went to gender and talked to them about the situation of these kids. But then later the mother came. When the mother came again, she took them in and she stopped them from coming to the center. But then again, after 2 or 3 months, then the mother just disappeared again. So it's mostly more on 70% these kids. I take them now as my kids. Yeah, and them, like, especially if you are not seeing them here today, it's because of the situation of food, and because them, when they come at school, they make sure we have food. If we don't have food, you always see how they react, and then they just go. So yeah, they are in a situation like right now, in the time that I told you, on this moment they don't even have clothes to wear. But I didn't know, because I always just come and analyze these things by seeing them with my own eyes when they are. Because every time I pass, sometimes I always look on them. But now, this is now again December. The mother was not here for the whole year. I'm now looking forward again to see who, in terms, maybe the government themselves. I'll still go give another report about the kids, because I'm more worried on them. These kids they are ladies. And they are very young, and now everywhere you walk you will find them in the whole location, and it's not safe for them. So I want to get advice, or maybe to get somebody who gets them in at Ministry of Gender, especially the big one needs counseling, because that kid, when she comes at school, even if she's taught, she doesn't concentrate. You can see that she's not concentrating anymore. Maybe she's going through a lot. And on my side now, I don't really know where do they sleep, because where they were sleeping with their mother, it's a place where, you know what, it's just a kabashu, but now I see that kabashu is closed. So now maybe they sleep with neighbors or people who knew their mother.
How old is these 2 kids, the younger one and the older one?
Okay, the other one is turning 6, the bigger one, and the younger one is 4.
Oh, okay. Now, do you feel like there's some sort of assistance that you need as the owner of the kindergarten, or what do you think should the government do if anybody or anyone has to come across this video? So what do you think are some of the things that you would like to be assisted with in this current moment?
Yeah, okay, on my side, okay, what I've learned is that, as they say, people must find you working. Then everyone just come and put up a break of wherever somebody can. What I need for the kids, Yeah, on my side, there's a lot of things that I always think of what I want to see, especially as you can see, we don't have a shade for the kids. They don't have a playground wherein they play. Okay, we don't have like proper chalkboards. And especially this year, I don't know what, because of tickets, fine tickets of traffic, I couldn't do much. That's why you see even my doors are now broken, and I can't financial wise in this year I was broke, but I don't know what God is for me for next year. But in being assisted, I'm not gonna demand anything. All I'm saying that from cheerful givers and people who are having the same motives, same effort, thinking of the same way of where we can help. Because when we invest in kids, we are investing in the future. And when we invest in the future, as we are growing, we will live a comfortable life because we have done much. We have grown. It's like, to me, I take it like sowing a seed, and then later stages, you're gonna harvest from it. So, whatever assistance somebody can help, it starts with the yard, like this yard now. I put up this wired yard, but then I was planning, because people are now starting to put up bars, wherein by you find jukeboxes and all these things. And I'm planning also that I want to put precast all over the center, so that the children can be closed in. And then I want them also to get a playground wherein by they may make themselves happy, and a shade wherein also by they can be able to eat or to play. And then the most thing also, I needed these 2 classes wherein by we can have activities, wherein also we can train elders in English. We can do different things. Those are the things that I'm now looking at. Wherever I can be assisted, I'll be very pleased of that one.
So what was the youngest child you've ever taken in terms of age?
Yeah, let me say it's a younger child. That one was she was about 7 months, but with a mother. The mother also was in a circumstance. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you wanna add?
Yeah, no. For me, what I can add is that just as I told you, you came to find me in a different situation now. I told you we were supposed to have an interview last week. You gave me a call and said I'm gonna have an interview. But then this interview, before it happened, what happened is that I went to bump into different situation wherein by on Friday I got caught up by guys, and then they tried whatever they tried with me, and then they injured me also on my face. It's something that have touched me physically and also spiritually. But for me, just as I told you, every time when you do things and you want to get somewhere, challenges are gonna come your way. And when these challenges come, they are called tests. So if you pass these tests, such as challenges as I'm saying, you'll see yourself where you are dreaming of. So to me, I'm just encouraging also anybody who's bringing up something in life, or anybody wants to achieve or wants to become something, that when you go through challenges, those are now materials to build success for your life of what you have chosen. So I don't really take things personal, and mostly also what I also want to encourage is that here in Namibia, we are more comfortable with what we see now with our eyes. But as I have been walking around this whole town, I've been doing researches on my side, looking onto our young kids, on their behavior, how do they act, and I've been asking myself what must be done for them to get another life that doesn't lead on to distraction. Because currently, as we are talking now, the respect that we had in the past is no more really. You don't find it everywhere. So now I don't say I am the best and another parent, but then what I am encouraging is that mostly many people must again now take their time. We need now to adjust the mindset of our children, our youth in Namibia. We need now to have, especially I'm planning like in 2018, I want to get time so that I can have encouragement seminars at schools, in neighborhoods, wherein you find children who are always going jail in and out. These children also are grabbing, let me say, the ones that are grabbing cell phones. We got people who are addicted to drugs. These are the things that I have also been going through in life, that I have seen, I have experienced. So now giving back to the nation what we can do, as I'm telling people, okay, many people think that if you take somebody to a psychiatrist, or you take somebody to a doctor, or you take somebody to an institute where by that person has to be taught on how to get rid of whatever he's going through, let me say smoking, drinking, and all this. It's not all about it. It starts with the mindset of somebody. It starts with somebody to come to understand why do you prohibit him from different things in life. So we need to focus now more on adjusting the mind of our children, and also in fields, especially in Namibia, about our service. Okay, I didn't travel a lot. I only went to Angola. I went to South Africa, just by walking by myself. Okay, in Botswana. But then what we lack also here in Namibia is that the service that we give in every field that we have, around every sector that we have in our country, we need to adjust. We need to do more on caring of our customers, especially in public servants. When we work with people, we have to know that these people are laid on us, and our behaviors should be accepted by them, and they should feel comfortable with us. And the same as I'm saying, we need to have communication with our children, and we need to let them also understand what is good and what is bad. We need to alert our communities too about whatever happens, because currently, as we are talking, I said I've seen a lot of my friends that we have grown up together, and different people who were, some are doctors, some are accountants, they are working in different places. But now, unknowingly, many people doesn't know. These people are now breaked up by even drugs. So why did I take children? I'm now looking onto that. Once, I don't say if, but for us to look over these kids, it takes effort, and many people are no more focused now on these young ones. So I'm also looking towards many people who are now interested in looking into this field, for us to have groups, such as many groups, wherein by we start now to motivate these young children of us in Namibia.
I know I said that's the last question, but you mentioned something about having a soup kitchen. So how does it work? Where do you get the food from, and is it on a daily basis, or is it only sometimes that you offer this soup or this food to the kids?
Oh, yeah, no. Currently now, I only do it when I have something. The day that I have something, some money, I talk to one or two of my friends and ask him if we can do a soup kitchen for the kids. It's how we are doing. Of course, it's a start, but my plan is that I want this place to be a place wherein by somebody, from Monday to Sunday, when somebody has an empty stomach, let me say, especially in this community, wherein by this is a new location, right? So I want somebody to feel comfortable and come in, find a member who's working in that soup kitchen. If it's a brother that is in, whenever he requests or saying that he's hungry, at least the less that is there, we can share it with that person. That's now our ambition. That's how I'm planning to, and that's what I'm seeing in this place now. I want it to be a place of solutions, especially now for those ones who doesn't have shoulders to lean on.
Like the kids that come to the school, like I'm sure you have monitored them, you've spoken to them a couple of times. What are some of the things that these kids go through, besides from going to bed hungry? What else do they go through on a daily basis? Have you ever encountered any kid that's probably physically abused at home?
Yeah, I have several things have happened. And just as I'm saying, we need even more teachings where we can teach parents about how they should live with kids. Yeah, it's something that I've seen. Kids always tell you what happens, but it's very difficult for you always to approach a parent and ask them such kind of, do you abuse your kid? Do you do this? Yeah, many has been talking of been beaten by mothers, yeah, because many of our people, what they are thinking of is that through beating is where you can correct somebody. But then to me, I've experienced that by beating is where now you train somebody to become disobedient, because beating will be nothing to him anymore when you touch that person, and they go through emotional suffering whereby nobody likes to be hurt, even the ones that beat, the parents that beat their kids. If you beat them, they will also not feel good. So yeah, here and there we have gone through such things, but I've tried my best way in to talk to parents, especially them that have been having kids here. We've been talking of not touching our kids now with the rod, in the sense of thinking that that's the way to correct kids.
Like in the case of Jessica and the two sisters that are living alone, the ones that have been abandoned by the mother.
Yeah.
So do you have any communication with maybe, for example, Ministry of Gender or other institutions that are able to assist, or whenever you come across such issues in terms of a child who's being abused at work, at home, do you make a case on that, or do you approach the police, or what do you do?
Okay, yes, on my side, what I can say is this. I've tried my best. I've taken the report of Jessica several times to Ministry of Gender. But just as I'm telling you, it's to no void. I have never found an answer. There have been different promises where they've been telling me that they will come to the site and visit. They'll come and look at the situation of the kids. So later, I couldn't do anything. I only could do what I can do to those children. But to them, really, yes, I reported to them. I told them the situation of the kids. And they need help until today. Those are kids. I'm thinking of like Jessica. She's now getting, she has to go for grade 1. And we need to find at least a proper family of her, whereby we must ask, because I don't know the father, I only know the mother. So that we can take it now from there, whereby also we need, I wanted the right from the government, if they can give me these kids, also for them to be part of my house. Then we will now see how to get them to school. All these things are now to be done. Those are the things which are to be done, especially on those two kids that I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you so much, Christian.
Oh, it's a pleasure.